Hello and welcome to another episode of 5-Minute Comic Book Reviews. I'm your host, Kevin Given. If you love comics as much as I do, you're going to subscribe to my channel. I review comics for Comic Crusaders. I also have my own franchises, Adolescent Radioactive Samurai Platypi and Carl Vincent Vampire Hunter. They're available on Comics Central, Indie Planet, and Comixology. Check them out. We're going to do our official launch in October 2018. Stay tuned to this broadcast for more information. Also, like the Facebook pages for each franchise for more information. Check out my Patreon site for some neat original artwork and shows that you won't find on YouTube. Today we're going to review Spider-Man Deadpool number 40 and Superman number 4. First, Spider-Man Deadpool number 40. This issue opens with our heroes having escaped from the Savage Land with a group of heroes on cleanup duty at said land. They're trying to restore the land back to its former glory. S.H.I.E.L.D. has been secured and other cleanup operations are going well. The storm is apparently over and things are looking great again, except where's Matrix? Looking at the creative team, Robbie Thompson uses this issue to focus on the friendship between Peter Parker and Wade Wilson. We see the power of our heroes' camaraderie in a way that's never been displayed here before. In the meantime, Mockingbird is more concerned with the fact that Matrix is still at large and tracking him. Spidey and Deadpool assure her that he's no longer a threat, but she's not convinced. Why I like this torrid tale is the suspense buildup that's occurring as the title hero's bond is strengthened over recent events, and Matrix dealing with his newfound fondness for the human race. Great stuff includes Spider-Man and Deadpool struggling over the slippery slope their actions in the previous issues have caused, and the confrontation of Mockingbird, along with her crew and Matrix. Matt Horak brings his superhero sensibilities to two of Marvel's most iconic characters. The Ultimate Team-Up title shows that Horak has a lot to live up to in bringing these two together, and he does an amiable job with his rendition of the title characters. His panels bring the right range of emotion to Thompson's words. He is truly one of the most gifted artists in Marvel's employ. His everyman approach is most welcome within these pages. Highlights include images of Matrix hitchhiking and Matrix confrontation with a skeptical Mockingbird. In conclusion, I really enjoyed how this issue handled the conflicting emotions between the characters. Spider-Man and Deadpool coming to grips with the consequences of their actions. Even if they were heroic, they still resulted in some questionable results. Plus the way Matrix was trying to atone for the sins of his past, and Mockingbird's understandable doubting of Matrix turning over a new leaf. This made for some three-dimensional characters and storytelling, the likes of which you don't always see in comic books. Not a lot of action this time around, but still an enjoyable read. This reviewer gives it 3 stars and an 8.2 rating. The writer was Robbie Thompson, the art was from Matt Horak, and the publisher, of course, Marvel Comics. And now it's time for my review of Superman issue number 4. This is part 4 in the Unity saga. Earth is trapped in the Phantom Zone, and the last son of Krypton is trying desperately to find a way to restore the Earth to its rightful place in the universe. If it's not restored soon, it will be destroyed, and most of the Justice League is down, leaving Superman to have to find the way all by himself. Or will he? The creative team. Brian Michael Bendis continues his fresh take on the Man of Steel with part 4 of this series. He keeps us guessing, and what draws the reader into this story is the feeling of desperation as the opening narration tells us he can't defeat Rogol-Zar in physical combat. But Kal-El is taking on this creature that theoretically destroyed his home world. It's intriguing because having his adopted planet of Earth eaten up by the Phantom Zone is a situation that we've never seen in 80 years of Superman storytelling. We see a Man of Steel that is quick thinking and uses what resources he has, few as they may be, to his advantage. Great stuff includes heart-to-heart conversation that Superman has with his son, John Kent, and his use of the Justice Leaguers who have not yet been taken down. Ivan Rice, Joe Prada, and Eau Claire Albert give us some awesome visuals of the Phantom Zone and its strange creatures. Their panels are overloaded with Phantom Zone creatures, and the action is superbly rendered. They have an awesome ability to transport us to this alien universe, and their Superman art itself is some of the best ever. Highlights include the breathtaking opening splash page and the final surprise splash, which sees Superman locked in combat with Zar. In conclusion, this is a can't-miss issue which pits our hero against an antagonist he apparently can't beat. The fate of the planet is in the balance. Can Superman muster enough of what's left of Earth's resources to save our world? Are the few remaining Justice Leaguers up to the task of helping Kal-El in the ways that he needs them to? Just when it looks like this will be the final chapter of the tale, an unexpected guest star leads us to be continued. This reviewer gives it 4 stars and an 8.9 rating. The writer was Brian Michael Bendis, the art, Ivan Rice, Joe Prada, and Eau Claire Albert. The publisher, of course, was DC Comics. And that was our show, True Believer. Come on back next time when I review 2 more comic books on my 5-minute comic book reviews. If you love comics as much as I do, you're going to subscribe to my channel. I review comics for Comic Crusaders. I also have my own franchises, Adolescent Radioactive Samurai Platypi and Carl Vincent Vampire Hunter. They're available on Comics Central, Indie Planet, and Comixology. Check them out. We're going to do our official launch in October 2018. Stay tuned to this broadcast for more information. Also, like the Facebook pages for each franchise for more information. Check out my Patreon site for some neat original artwork and shows that you won't find on YouTube. And don't forget to tune in to Comics Let's Talk for more in-depth conversation in the world of comic books. Until next time, this is Kevin Gibbons saying, keep reading those comics.